Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.
What's going on? Welcome on into another amazing episode of Scorching and Swearing. Up tonight, we have 3 hot sauces here that are sure to be a conversation starter and definitely ones that would be great as an addition to your overall Halloween party that is coming up. It's going to be definitely one that gets the crowd talking, and it's going to be fun and interactive. And those sauces, as I'm discussing here, are the ones from United Sauces. This is the Killer Sauce Bonehead, and we have the Turn Before You Burn hot sauce. So love the overall 3D printed heads, the great visual pop that's really being able to be driven forward here. Great graphics on the labeling. Everything is enamoring and pulling you in. And even some of these features have, like functioning jaws and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Nice 3D print quality here. Not looking super thin or cheap or brittle. Everything is nice and hearty. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump into the very first sauce. So let's start with Killer Sauce first. Let me go grab my knife here so I can go ahead and get this taken off. And it is held on by a zip tie, so super easy to remove. And now I got a nice 3D printed head. And it still sits and holds and stays without the zip tie. All right. I'm going to set this fun decorative scream mask over there. And for everyone that's keeping track, yes, this does have a perforation on the cellophane. So I'll go ahead and get that started now. Amongst these 3 sauces here, this is the one that has the darkest color to it. So interested to see what's going on here. As always, I do not like to read the ingredients ahead of time. I like to let my taste buds do the exploration, and we all figure out together what I'm picking up and if I was even on the right track. Oh, wow. Kind of a sweet, smoky note to this one. A little bit of garlic undertone. I want to say that's, I don't know, that smells more like tomato, but there's definitely a nice savory tomato undertone there with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of smokiness. Overall, kind of smells like a nice spicy barbecue. So let's go ahead and give this a good pour. Nice hold on this. Definitely pouring out, looking like a more of a barbecue style. Nice little bits in there of seasoning, a little bit of pepper strands. Oh my goodness. All right, cheers. Oh yeah. Nice, crisp, good hold of flavor. I'm salivating like crazy over this. Nice, savory, smoky note there. Yes, does remind me a bit of like a barbecue style hot sauce, but it definitely has a nice punch. Nice little sting effect go around the mouth. So thinking still habanero on this one. And as this is really starting to build, you're getting nice little undertones of what tastes like some onion, some garlic, some citrus, and a nice sweet depth of what tastes like maybe some tomato or something like that going on. Absolutely love this. Definitely one that easy go-to for anything like barbecue style, meat heavy, or lathering up on tacos. All your normal places, this is gonna be great. This only thing I wouldn't use it on is gonna be something in the realm of dessert. Not aimed for that. No worries, no harm, no foul. But this on a sandwich is going to be absolutely phenomenal. We're going to go ahead and read some ingredients here. Habanero peppers, carrots, onion, water, salt, lime juice, vinegar, tomato paste, garlic powder, and absorbic acid. Nice conversation piece for the Halloween parties that are coming up. Ones that you can leave out there. People will find them to be warm and hot, but they're not going to get completely burnt down. Best of all, they're fitting of the theme, and they are a great option for being able to cater towards both spectrums of the overall heat tolerance, whether you're at a party and wanting just to add a little bit of heat to it. For somebody that can't handle it, just a little bit would go a long ways, as well as those individuals that are constantly pushing yourself, working on your own personal best. This one here is going to be a nice mild to medium, depending on where your tolerance is at. So up next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Turn Before You Burn hot sauce. Love the overall visuals on this from the 3D printed graphics on the head. This one does not have a perforation. So no harm, no foul. Use the knife. And the Turn Before You Burn hot sauce, nice bright red, overall tone to that. You're seeing a little bit of seed bits. It looks like it has a nice flow. Also seeing a little bit of chunks to this, so there's some mass to the sauce. I like that. But let's go ahead. Oh yeah, once it gets flowing, it gets going. Almost a thick and chunky style in there, but also a nice fine bit to it. This would looking like it would be great on tacos. Oh, before I get into that, beautiful aroma. Nice habanero body being able to pick up, and I'm making a mess. Cheers. All right, so from a flavor standpoint, you're picking up the great habanero body there, but you're also getting some other tones of what feels like different burn characteristics. So it's not just the stinging. You're doing a little bit of a quick tongue sizzle that goes on there. It's not always indicative of a habanero, as well as really feeling a little bit more of a quick flash in that initial heat. So that's what makes me think that there might be something else going on in there with a different type of pepper, because the overall stinging sensation that normally comes through with a habanero is still present, but an initial different oomph to the heat. So it's able to be picked up in that sense. So I definitely think that there's something else added in that sense from a heat standpoint. So interested to see what other peppers might be in this one. Definitely picking up the salt notes, the little bit of the tomato, a little bit of the overall savory depth from, say, possibly onion or garlic in there. Great 3D printed visual heads that go onto the bottle that are nice decorative pieces. So let's go ahead and talk about where this would apply. So this one here, I would be using more towards your tacos, your burritos. Probably wouldn't be putting this one on pizza. You definitely could, just with the fact that it has a little bit more of a run and a chunky texture as well. Those two don't tend to play so well on pizza, but utilizing this in things like soups, stews, sandwiches, stuff that could be able to hold the additional fluids as well as building upon what you're adding. That's where I would be using turn before you burn. Let's go ahead and read off some ingredients here. Habanero peppers, cayenne peppers, Tabasco peppers, carrots, salt, water, onion, lime juice, vinegar, tomato paste, absorbic acid, and garlic powder. Go ahead and check out the next sauce here. This is Bonehead. So, love the overall 3D printed skull that's on this. Let me go ahead and get this popped off here safely. And it does have a functioning jaw, which is pretty cool. Now, color-wise, this is slightly more brighter red than, say, Turn Before You Burn. This is the Bonehead hot sauce. No, it does not appear that there's a perforation on this, but no harm, no foul. Oh, beautiful. Nice, bright, vibrant habanero body. A little bit of what smells like onion. Let's go ahead and give this a good pour. Oh, yeah. This one's much thicker, nicer hold. This is one that I can already tell you that would be great on pizza. It just has that hold. It has that stick that you need whenever you pick up your slice. It doesn't just ride off. So, cheers. Oh, yeah. Right off the bat, tasting what tastes like a little bit of tomato. You're getting some garlic there, or maybe that's onion. And then from that, it is a nice smooth cascade into that overall habanero body. Flavor profile really carrying forward. This one doesn't really have much of a mouth sting, like say the last two. There's just a very faint burn, little bit of sizzle, but that's about it. Great sauce lineup here for a party, multi-person occasion where you're unfamiliar with how everyone else's tolerance is going to be, but you want to still be able to bring the spice and not have a boring party. This lineup right here is a great addition to that. Still plenty of time to be able to get these ordered and to you before all the Halloween parties kick off. I will have the direct links down below for all three of these sauces and all the ways that you can get your hands on them, as well as a link to the main site so you can check out the full lineup of amazing products from United Sauces. They have 324 different options for you to be able to pick, choose, customize, and build your own personal hot box to be able to deliver the heat straight to your home. I'm Brandon Swear, and from everything from the world of hot, this has been Scorchin' and Swearin'.
This has been Scorchin' and Swearin' with your host, Brandon Swear.